Okay, so today I think we're going to be making Space Invaders. Seems like a pretty simple game. So, java dot dot image, so that we can use images. Event, so that we can use events. And javix.swing, so we can use japplet. Now these import statements, they just, well, they import different types of programs. Not different types of programs, what am I saying? They import different Java classes so that you can use them in your program. Space Invaders. Now remember, your Java class always has to have the same name as the file you save it as. So I'll be saving this as, I'll save it to my desktop. There we go. Save it as Space Invaders. And yes, I want to replace it. Okay. So to make this a japplet, we need to extend japplet. Pretty simple. And so that we can use the keyboard for input, well, not just for any input, for gaming input, we're going to implement a key listener. Curly bracket and curly bracket to close it. So, first thing we got to do is override all those methods. Now this tag here, this is new to this version of Java. Really, it just tells the compiler that you're going to be exclusively overriding a method. Let's see. Init. That's the one. Paint. Alright, these two methods, we're overriding them from the japplet class. And override public void key pressed key event ke. Alright, so this method will fire whenever a key is pressed, and it's overridden from the key listener interface. You'll see how we use that later. Key released. Alright, and now even if you don't use all of these methods, you still have to override them, because you've implemented key listener. Now these two methods, they don't have to be overridden because you've extended japplet, but I like to override both of them, and I think we're going to need to override both of them for this. Alright, so I'll just save my file and compile. You should compile very often to make sure that your code isn't, well, to make sure it's free of bugs. Alright, now let's just run this Java applet. Okay, so we have a nice blank white screen that we can draw on. I'll just close this. Okay. There's one more thing we need to implement, and that's runnable, so that we can run it. Alright, so let's write that method. Public void run. Very simple little method. Okay. Wonder if we need anything else. I don't think we do. Yep, that seems like it. So this is just the bare bones structure of our program. What we're going to be doing here is we've got to set everything up. Alright. First two things we need to do is in the initialization method, in it, we need to add a key listener. This. Now, that's simply telling the JApplet class that this is the same class that we use to get our keyboard input. You could have another class that has these three methods and implements key listener, and instead of putting this, you would put new and then a constructor for that class. So my key listener. Now that's all fine and good, but I find this to be a lot simpler. Alright. And also what we want to do is start a thread running that'll run this method. Now what that does is it allows this method to run while the rest of the program is running. Now I'm just going to take a quick break here. When we come back, I'll show you how to write the most efficient run method. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Oh my, that's terrible. All of that talking for nothing. Well, damn.